Last time on the Black Gate, we found a key to that chest we found in the caves near Serpent's Hold. The key was in a fish in the kitchen of Serpent's Hold. Opening it up, we found a key in the chest, which opened a door in Serpent's Hold to the armory. Thankfully, it doesn't count as stealing the non-Exalt version of Ultima VII The Black Gate, so I went ahead and took the Juggernaut Hammer and the Magical Axe. After a bit of training with Menyon, I went over back to Britain in order to cash in our gold bars. Wasn't able to do that till towards the end, but we got about 1,000 coins, or rather, 1,000 coins exactly. From Britain, I went to Cove to talk to an old mage named Rudiam. Considering that the mages in the land have gone kooky, he seems to be actually kinda more on the ball. At least better than Nistel. He told us about his research into black rock, a very hard material that cannot really be shaped except by magical means. He was trying to make black rock permeable. In order to transmute it, he created a wand, which unfortunately only makes it explode. He said we were welcome to it if we wanted a piece of garbage, so I went ahead and took it. Tested it out, and sure enough, it makes black rock explode. It may be handy in the future. I also went ahead and bought some spells from Rudiam, namely the Unlock Magic spell, and the Mark and Recall spells. Unlock Magic lets us magically unlock doors, which will be pretty handy in the future. We also made a trip over to the Royal Museum in Britain. We talked to Candace, and she told us about the various Avatar exhibits on display. And considering that most of these exhibits belong to us, I went ahead and took the Virtue Stones. The Virtue Stones are very, very handy. We can cast Mark and Recall on them, enabling us to do a little bit of fast travel across the lands of Britannia. Afterwards, I took a little voyage off to the southeastern corner of Britannia. Once we docked our ship and found dry land, we encountered some pirates. We faced off into battle against them. I exploded the door to their headquarters, ventured up the stairs, facing off against the boss, slew him with our party with a little bit of difficulty. Turns out he's wearing a full set of magical armor. Once I looted everything I saw that was valuable, I voyaged back to Britain, and then the part ended. Alright, let's play some more Ultima VII The Black Gate. So I completely forgot about something back at Serpent's Hold. There was a quest we had to do. A lady there, I forget her name, her baby boy has been kidnapped by harpies. So we gotta go find those harpies. She said they were holed up at the Shrine of Honor. The Shrine of Honor is near Trinsic, somewhere around here. We can totally just walk there, or we can take a ship. I think I'll take a ship. This music always amuses me. It's called Sea Shanty, by the way. Right, let's board up and give Squawk some company. Head back down here. I'm always looking at the map, too. These islands here. You see how you can get stuck? My goodness. Darn it. Where am I even going? Alright, let's dock. We are in Trinsic right now. No reason to go in the city. I think we're done in the city. Let's go find that Shrine of Honor. I'm just gonna walk over there because we haven't really explored this part of the map just yet, though. Admittedly, there's just trees and stuff. This is where usually when I first play this, I go ahead and just fight some deer and fill up my bag with deer meat. I don't really buy meat in this game. I just sort of, once we get enough money, we will. In the beginning, I always just fight for my food. But anyways, the shrine should not be too far off. I believe it's down here or up here. I think I'll go down here first. We could have just totally taken our ship in that direction, but I guess I'll just do things the hard way. I didn't even think about that. I think we're close. And also, I think for this part, there's a cave here. Might explore it. This is it. Those are harpies. 2 arms, they say. 2 arms, we say. How about you? That was easy. That's because we're uber strong right now. My goodness. Do they have any money? They do, a little bit. Like, how much is that? Like 5 coins or something like that? I gave up trying to stack. That's going to be a little annoying. Let's just throw that in there. Ah, gold nuggets. I will take this. 10 gold is nothing to sneeze at. Now let's go get that baby. There he is. The Shrine of Honor. Another harpy that we missed. A little late to protect our sisters. Another one here. And they are slain. I did say harpy girls are one of my favorite monster girls. Probably for the reason you're thinking of. Let's double click. See if she got 1 gold coin. Well, yeah, I'll take that. Why not? She's got some gold here. I shouldn't have closed that. I do that. I'm really all over the place with my gaming habits. There's the boy. He's got red hair, I guess. Where do these harpies come from? What the deuce? Well, we get some extra experience at least. This one's still alive. Why are you not attacking, Avatar? Oh, well, let's just take the baby and leave. Praise all, the child is still alive. He must be returned to Lady Tori immediately. That's the name. Okay, let's put him in our backpack. That's actually kind of dumb, dude. Let's put it in our hand. Have the Avatar carry him, or I was gonna have Yana carry the baby. I think it's better in the back. What's that alligator doing in the cave? You're way out of your element. Let's explore a little bit. What is in here? I think good time to save too, just in case. There we go. And let's go up here, I guess. See what's going on in this area. Some alligators. Let's take them out. This is just a random cave, not like an important cave of Ultima VII. Did I do that? The enemies get knocked out, but they don't deliver the finishing blow. Might be missing something, but oh well. There's nothing up here anyways. I'll hear that stream. This game's very good with its atmosphere. Just gonna explore a little bit, then I'll leave. I'm kind of in a hurry to do the Castle of Fire, but not sure if we'll get to that in this part. Maybe towards the end, because there's just a bit more exploring I want to do. There's nothing in these. Oh, lightning whip. We're not gonna take that though. We don't need it. Let's go back to the entrance. These alligators aren't hostile. That's good. All right, back at the entrance, and that's the thing about, like, when you're playing games, it's just a game, I know, but almost put the baby in the backpack. You don't think about things like that because it's a game, you know, it's just a game. Let's just skip that voyage, but here we are, Serpent's Hold. Ah, the Knight's Fortress. All right, let's go talk to Tori, wherever she is. Boy's name is Ricky, I believe, Ricky. She's not in here. That's Lady Jahan, I think. Provisioner. There's also a dog there. Look at that. You got a dog in there. That's cool. Alright, she's probably in here. There she is, I think. Tori smiles and reaches out to you. Hello, Ruben. I sense thou art troubled. We found your boy. Hast thou found my child? Yes. I cannot begin to express my gratitude, my lord. I thank thee ever so much. She begins sobbing for joy. Please set him back gently in the cradle. We will. Yes, bye-bye. And I think we got some experience for that. Forgot to check. It's an old game, so no experience bar or anything like that. It's a 1991. Whoa, I think we got a bit. 1,000 for Ruben, 1,300 for YOLO. Well, we fought some creatures, so we got a big boost there, I guess, however much they're worth. Shamino 600. Dupre got a little bit. What time is it? 12:19. Can't really train him right now. He's gonna train with Menyon, and Yana is almost 5. Let's click on that. You can't put the boy in the cradle, because when you double click on him, this line just comes back up. So you can just wait for the cradle to stop moving, go, and just sort of do this, I guess. Or just put him on the bed. No, I don't think you get experience for that either. Let's just pretend he's in the cradle, like that. Let's leave. And I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of exploration. I'm gonna go here. Somewhere around here is something I want to check out. We're pretty much ready to go with the Castle of Fire. Also not gonna skip ahead either. I'm just gonna get on the ship and off we go. I think we'll get to the Isle of Fire in about 20 minutes if I'm estimating that correctly. Alright, let's dump some no, I don't think we need to dump anything. We don't have too much. We exchange all those gold bars for 1,000 coins. Those coins would be very, very helpful in buying reagents, spells, especially reagents. I like to buy 100 of each mid towards the end of the game, once we get enough money. But there's a little trick to getting money in this game, which involves the main quest that I do not want to spoil. It is, Not really a cheat. Might be a little bit of an exploit, but it's fun to do. I like to do it because it takes a while to fill up your spell book. It costs a lot of gold to do so. You're basically bypassing grinding. If I can bypass grinding, I don't mind doing it. You ever play that game called Shadowrun for the Sega Genesis? That was the only open world quote-unquote game I played before this one. Completely different game, but in that game it was grind heavy. It took forever to get your attributes up to a decent amount. Like, it's one of those games where I wouldn't even be bothered if someone wanted to just use the cheat to get some experience points, karma in the game, and distribute them as I see fit. I finished that game legitimately years ago without cheating, and if I had to go back and do it all over again, I would just go ahead and cheat, because you're basically just doing the same runs in the very first area over and over again. That's like the most efficient way to get karma in the game. Also, my ship's going all over the place, and I think we're here or up here. There is something around here that I remembered. It's a sea serpent that's a little hostile, but I'm not going to fight it. I think we'll dock right here. There's some pirates, and they are attacking us, I believe. We can talk to them. Well, they're not attacking us. They're not hostile. When they're hostile, you slow down to a walk, but if we press combat, we can attack them. They're just mind their own business, too. Alright, matey, we're not hostile. Why are you attacking us? Okay, here we go. This guy's got a chest that we will open. The higher your dexterity, right now it's 22, the easier it is to unlock chests with a pick, with a lock pick, excuse me. Also, does everyone have gloves? Do not remember. No, they don't. Shamino does not have gloves. Beginning to wonder if I forgot a piece of equipment back at the pirate headquarters. Alright, he's done. Not gonna grab... Oh. Will fit. Well, alright then. I guess we're just gonna take that chest with us. We'll also do that. We could just open it up from here. Got our gold nuggets. Close those. Do that, just put that in there. And, I just can't go back in. That's a shame. I guess we'll just leave it here. I'm not gonna take it with me. Bucket of wine there. They got... Oh, they're trying to build a house here. They're trying to raid. And probably build a ship, too. Hello, guys. How you doing? How about you? Guess you weren't expecting me, huh? You're just enjoying a nice meal. Just shooting the breeze. But then comes the Avatar of all people. And he kills all of you. Because you're dirty pirates. Alright. Got some more chests. With some more gold. We already have kind of enough gold. Does the Avatar have enough? Okay, he can carry 40 stones, 6 stones more. So, and I gotta stop closing that. What am I doing? I also completely forgot to give the Avatar his shield back. That's no big deal. We'll do that before going... Uh-oh. Careful. I don't have a whole lot of lockpicks, I don't think. Got 7. There we go. Gotta remember to save for wasting lockpicks. Because I am gonna save scum if we're down to like 1 lockpick. Once you max out your dex, it's almost impossible to break your lockpick. You can get by with 1 if you want. Just leave that open. Alright. You next. Thankfully he doesn't have a chest. That there. They got a lot of daggers. These guys like to throw daggers at people. And there we go, some more money. And they got a lot of crates here. That pick broke, darn it. Avatar's not a... Oh. Yep, you probably need a key for that. If it breaks, if your lockpick breaks like that over and over and over again, you might need a key. Oh, they seem to be into some glass sculptors here. Got some meat, right? Let's take all... Also... I forgot to do the stealing test thing. I'll do that later, I guess. Almost forgot about that. I meant to do that back at Serpent's Hold. Well, we'll do it sometime in any part, I guess. Not gonna forget about that. Exalt does things differently when it comes to stealing. When it comes to anything. But now that I remember, and I completely forgot last time, is that I did try stealing something, but I forget how I did it. I think I did give it to another character, and the guards were summoned anyways. It was back in Britain. So let's try to replicate that in the future. Now, where's the key? There's something else up here as well. Ah, they got another pirate. Just one guy versus 6, which means he's dead. And I cannot loot him. See if I can grab guy behind the tree of all flippin' places. What the heck? Is that? Can I click on that? Yeah, there we go. Gotta click on the right pixel. That one by one pixel you had to click on. Which is good because I can probably take some money. A lot of crates here with barrels, I mean, not crates. These are actually kind of sort of handy. We're gonna take those. Cloth can be, oh, too heavy. She can't carry that. I will give these to, not Spark. I guess I'll give these to Dupre, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. Cloth can be, as Yellow says, that appears to be fine cloth, no doubt. It would fetch a fair price in Minnock. Or, perhaps thou couldst cut it into bandages with shears. You can make bandages out of those. Wrong barrel. So I will take these. Shoot. I guess I can just take the entire barrel. Why won't it fit? What the heck? How about Chamino? I can take all of these. Too heavy. What the heck? Let's Spark. Please tell me you can carry all these. Huh. Well, I think it might be better off to just, oh, you know, take the entire barrel. Can't, too heavy. I'm just gonna drag it to the ship then. Once we get shears, we can just cut it at the ship. There's a cannon here. Cannons can actually be used. We also have some powder kegs as well. Not gonna bother with those though. Let's search these before I leave. I think I'm gonna store my ill-gotten gains. Well, that's not ill-gotten. No, they got some invisibility dust here. Magician's wand, don't need those. I'll save. I don't know where that key is, by the way. At all. I'm also not done here anyways. I think I'm gonna explore just a little bit of this fine land. There's something around here. Actually, I'm gonna get back on the ship. Pirates are following us. Trying to get revenge for their friends, I guess. Let's get out into the open. Like that. I would have words with thee? Well, I don't have words with you. I just got a sword for you. It's very sharp. It's flamey. There we go. Good job, guys. Let's go ahead and loot again. Oh, I got a bag. Nice. Don't need it, though. Don't think. Leave that open. I'll put it right here. Okay. Oh, gold nuggets. Just do this. You can just drag stuff onto the character's portrait and it'll just go in their inventory. I can organize in just a little bit. I usually don't do that because I'm kind of like a very particular person when it comes to dumping stuff in someone's inventory. I want it to go into the exact bag, in the exact position. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and do our thing here. Oops, that's his beer bag. And I forgot to drag the barrel. I'm not gonna go back and get it. The ones with the cloth. Let's get back on our ship. We're gonna go right here. And let's check our experience. We got a little bit. Okay, Diana's almost level 5. That's gonna be nice. She needs some strength. I try to get up to like 18, 20. So usually she's in the back with a ranged weapon, though I do give her a melee weapon towards the end. At that point, it kind of doesn't really matter. The avatar can heal. With restoration, he can resurrect and has a lot of reagents by that point. So she doesn't need to be in the back at all. There's something around here. A little bit of an Easter egg. I think I'm in the right area. I don't know. Let's do exploring a little bit. A little jungle here. Is the predator around? I hope not. It's quiet too, no music. May have to Check online. I don't want to walk around forever, I mean. I'm going to try to walk around on my own. No enemies, I don't think. I know someone's probably thinking they know exactly where the spot is and I just passed it. Yeah, that was the Guardian. This is the spot. Marked with an X, there's 2 glass swords here that I will take. Well, I'll try to take it. Spark can't carry it. Can you carry it? Yes, you can. I'd like to just go ahead and grab these glass swords. Though, to be honest, I don't really use them that much. And I think this chest is trapped. No, it's just got random stuff in it. I gotta speak about what the Guardian says. He says, I am the pagan lord backwards. I believe. Like word for word. Ah, there's a key here. I do not know what it opens. Maybe that chest back at the camp. Also got this thing here. Just a bunch of garbage. Like literally. Banana slices. Let's look around a little bit. I'm not going to take all this out. You can take all this out if you want, but I don't want to put it back in. Diapers. Thankfully they're clean. Is it loot? I don't think I want to grab that loot. We already have one for YOLO. We bought that. There's a bandage. I'm not going to take anything in here except for the key. Now, if that key opens up that chest, that's going to be awesome. Let's take that, and let's go back to that bandit camp. Or pirate camp, rather. Yes, thank you very much, Guardian. You said that the first time. It probably opens up that chest. I mean, there's an X there. It looks like a pirate's treasure cache. Though they didn't put any treasure in it, just diapers and trash and a key buried amongst them. I'm just going to ignore these guys. Oops. Didn't mean to get on the logs. Excuse me. These guys are still dead. It did not work. I guess I'll just take this. I don't know where the key is. I might just go ahead and break it open. In fact, I'll do that. I'll break it open. At you. Chest. Hopefully it will, break. Won't break anything inside it, I don't think. You gonna open? Come on. Alright, it won't open. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. That there, have Dupre carry it? He can carry it, thankfully. Let's go back to our ship, and I'll dump that chest on our ship. Now I'll try to see if, I can find the key in the future. I'll do that, and I'm probably gonna... Yeah, it's 2:04 p.m. Let's get on our ship really quickly before the pirate does. I'm gonna go back to Britain. Exchange our, all our gold bars and gold nuggets. And I think it's finally off to do the, Castle of Fire, finally. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, that was kind of a... long journey a little bit. Let's exchange all that. Yes! 110 gold coins. Nice. Alright, so there's one more person I want to talk to. And that person is an alchemist. The reason why is that I want to ask him about the silver serpent venom that we're carrying, these venom things. Which is, yeah, that's what they're called. They're around here somewhere. Not in these stores here. Speaking of which, how many crossbow bolts does YOLO have? He has 13. And 28 magical ones. We're gonna need to buy some. 25 arrows for Shamino. Money-wise, we have 1,800 gold, 1866, and I am stuck. That happens. Sometimes the text gets stuck like that, and your character freezes a little bit until the text goes away. Happens sometimes if I'm going way too fast. I believe he's in here. Here's a cat. Yep, that is him. Let's go ahead and save and talk to him. You see a very authoritative-looking older man who looks at you with thoughtful concern. Name? My name is Kessler. Job? I run the apothecary shop here in Britain. Apothecary. While the normal function of an apothecary is to administer potions and magical reagents, I am nowadays working almost exclusively for Lord British trying to study a specific problem. Well, what's the problem? Recently, there has been a dramatic rise in the use of a very strange substance. People have begun to purposefully ingest the venom of the silver snake. Ingest, you say. The silver snake produces a venom that is extremely poisonous, but when taken in less than lethal amounts, it causes a variety of strange effects. What would those be? For a time, the venom will heighten one's physical and mental performance, such as allowing one to work harder, for example. But after the effects have worn off, it will impair the user permanently. In what way? It first makes the user feel extremely tired and eventually causes a sloughing of the skin. The venom is a dangerous substance, and thou shouldst not partake of it under any circumstances. We won't. Study. I'm studying the effects of a particular substance known as silver snake venom, but I'm encountering a number of difficulties. What would that be? My greatest difficulty is in finding any significant quantity of silver snake venom, but it is by no means my only difficulty. What are the others? People need to be alerted to how dangerous silver snake venom is. To this end, I wish to announce my findings before Lord British and a consortium of lords and mayors. But to do that, I must first finish my study. Finding. If by any chance thou wouldst come across any silver snake venom, bring it back to me here. I shall pay thee 50 gold coins for every vial of it thou canst supply. Silver snake. As one may surmise from the name, it is the venom taken from the dangerous silver snake. The fascination that many people possess for these creatures has created a great deal of curiosity about the venom itself. Curiosity? There are those who claim that gargoyles take the venom, which results in their becoming enhanced in combat and such. Now this may be just a myth, but the curiosity people feel is real enough. Potions? They are certainly not a recent invention here in Britannia. Potions are liquids that possess certain magical qualities, which are used for all sorts of purposes, such as the treatment of injury and disease. I have a quantity of them for sale, if thou art interested. Magical qualities. Since the mages have become so ineffective, we have been forced to develop other ways to accomplish all the things we used to be able to depend on mages to do. Unfortunately, many of these new methods are as yet untested. Untested? We still know very little about the effects of most of the substances we use. Many cause more problems than they solve, or react differently if taken in unison with other elements. Some might cause thee to become dependent on them for thine health, and some may simply be poisonous. Let's check out the potions he has for sale. I always keep a fresh stock of ingredients and an inventory of prepared potions in case anyone should be in need of them. Wouldst thou like to buy one? Sure. What wouldst thou like to buy? He's got poison. It's okay. Green is poison. Curative, illumination. That's what the white one does, now that I remember. Sleep, protection, invisibility, healing, and awakening. The sleep potion is actually really funny. You can just use it on an enemy and they'll actually drink it and they'll go to sleep. It's really funny. And yes, that's from Spoonie's video. You're all thinking it. We're not going to buy any though. Fine. Alright, Venom. Kessler examines the vials carefully. He looks up at you and nods. This is indeed silver snake venom. I shall pay thee 50 gold coins per vial. Alright. Yes. Kessler opens his coin purse and pays you 250 gold coins. Nice. Bye. It was good speaking with thee, my lord. And you as well. Let's save. Now we got a lot of money. We got 2,000. Over 2,000 now. That's why I like to keep those. That's why it's good to grab those venom vials. You can use them. There's actually a little bit of an exploit trick. I forget how exactly it works, but you can actually get your stats up. I think they like roll over to a very high number or something like that. In a way, with how the numerical stuff works in Ultima VII. Not going to do that, but you can find it online and such. I overshot where I need to go. I was going to buy some arrows from good old Coop. It's currently almost 3. Let's buy some ammunition. Bolts, 30 for a dozen, so let's buy 10, I guess. I will carry some. I will carry some as well. That's what happens. And arrows. Get a whole stockpile. There we go. And how much did that cost me? Not mental mathing right now. About 600, 5 to 600. Worth buying. We're gonna come here every once in a while once we have, if we still have enough gold, and buy some more bolts and arrows, because ranged weapons are very, very powerful. See, Shamino was like 400 experience earlier. Now he's 700. So yeah, it's good to have ranged characters. I'd like to have no more than 2. Maybe 3 max, but just going back and forth buying arrows is a little annoying. We're gonna dump some, I think. And yeah, okay, let's put some... where are we going? Where am I gonna put this? We'll put this, there we go. Put magical ones in here until we're ready to, you know, enchant. You can enchant arrows and bolts with the magical spell. We'll give him 21, max that out, boom. Like that, and we have 24 left. Did I close that? I always do that. Sorry about that. Not a big deal. Put this in here. It's also got arrows, which we'll definitely give to, no, him. Shamino. Too heavy. That's because I have those things. The cloth. We need shears. Put this in here. Spark has some, right? Or no, he does not. Shamino. That there. And put these here. We don't have shears yet. We will hopefully get some soon. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Right, so we gotta give... Oh, right. YOLO. Not YOLO. Me. I have arrows too. And we have 30. We'll give that to Shamino. And Spark will give... he's carrying 73, so 27. Yes. Too heavy. Well, I guess, just hold on to it, Spark. You're a strong lad. You can carry all that. I'm also going to go ahead and, put this weapon here. Put that there. And, I gotta dump these later. Don't really need them. Make sure I don't have anything else. Got some more crossbow bolts on the avatar. I did not mean to close. The inventory is really making my brain go all over the place. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, close all that and start from the beginning. Let's, before I forget, give him this. Okay, he's got nothing else on his inventory. He's got all that he needs. YOLO is also good. He's got keys and stuff. Do I still have that? There we go. Yeah, we have that key. Spark is also good. He's got some food on him. Shamino is also good. Dupre also has some arrows. We'll give that Spark here. Okay. And here he's got another glass sword, which I will also have Spark carry, because why not? And I think we're good. We are good. She also has a glass sword, which I will also give to Spark, because why not? Now let's go over to the Castle of Fire, finally. 37 minutes. Let's go fly, or rather ride, sail over there. Sail's the right word. We're nearby. We are currently on the Britannia logo. The island doesn't, it came out from the ocean, from that tremor, that earthquake in the beginning, that rumble. But it's not marked on the map because it's disappeared underneath the ocean for many, many centuries. And the entrance is not here. The entrance is right here, I believe. Yes, this is the entrance. And here we are. We will land here, I guess. If I can. There we go. Onto the land. Castle of Fire. If you go down here, though, or up here, rather, we're going to find something. That's a moon gate. Now, I think this moon gate sends, but it does not receive. You can't enter moon gates from other areas and come here. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, I'm gonna walk up here. Here's the entrance. Let's walk in. This is the Castle of Fire. No snake guarding the entrance. He is gone. And, no floor to fight. In Ultima 3 Exodus, the enemy when you enter the Castle of Fire is literally the floor. It was actually a pretty strong enemy. It can really wear away your health, and you have to fight other monsters afterwards all the way to Exodus and take them out using the 4 cards. Soul, Love, Moon, Truth, something like that. I forget exactly what the cards say. I got some of that right. I am going to make a brand new save. Let's do Forge of Virtue start. Just in case something messes up with the quest. That happened to me with one quest in this game. That snake is actually very important later on. Not in this part, but in part 2 of Ultima VII. No spoilers either. Let's wander around. Hopefully no enemies to fight. In this part at least. No floor. Okay, go in first, Shamino. There's a guy in here. An old mage. With a lot of books. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna talk to him. You notice he turns at you when you move to talk to him? At your approach, the old man straightens and looking directly at you, he says, "Well met, Reuben. I am called Earthian. Although thou dost not know me, I know thee well. I have seen thee destroy Mondane's power, and so defeat that misguided mage. I have seen thee vanquish the enchantress Minax. I have also seen, in a very unique way, how thou brought low the hellspawn Exodus." You fall silent here, and you notice that the old man's eyes are milky white. So, he introduced himself. His name is Earthian. Pretty cool mage name. If you ask his name again, he's gonna second guess your mental faculties. Now, if you notice that him being a mage, he's not exactly kooky. He sounds very normal. He's probably very, very powerful. Let's ask him about Mondane. Earthian scowls. Now there was a mighty wizard. A bit twisted, but then who knows what happens to the human mind when 'tis subjected to the powers he wielded. 'Tis even said his skull alone had the power to destroy enemies. He must have locked a magical matrix upon it. I'll have to research that. He nods his head, seemingly making a mental note, then continues with a wistful look on his aged features. I would have loved to study that fascinating gem of immortality, but alas, I was born in too late an era. Skull. We threw that skull, or the avatar threw the skull, in the volcano of the avatar in Ultima 4, I believe, or somewhere else. It would seem that someone, he pauses dramatically, let that slip into a volcano, as I said. His wry smile belies his careless tone. Gem of Immortality. Speaking of gems, I gotta mention the gem we got from Lord British, which shows us the entrance to the Castle of Fire. Something was supposed to happen to it, but I didn't see it. Milky eyes glitter up at you like twin marbles. Ah, yes, but thou knowest all too well about that little bauble. Excuse me. After all, it was thee who smashed it into the shards which caused thee so much trouble during the regency of Lord Blackthorn. So much power that even in a shattered state, its magic still flowed. 'Tis sad to lose such an artifact. As if suddenly remembering with whom he is speaking, he amends, with 2 M's. Much better than having Mondane running about mucking with things, I suppose? Yeah, speaking of the Gem of Immortality, for those of you who play Ultima Online, all the various different servers in Ultima Online, which were called shards, are shards of the Gem of Immortality. It was their way of explaining why there were different worlds of Britannia. When Ultima Online launched, excuse me. Minax. A sad, sweet smile comes to the wizard's face. She was quite a comely lass at one time, with a mind forever searching. His expression darkens. But then Mondane forced all the good sense from her. She became a power unto herself, in time. I do not think she quite rivaled her former mentor, Mondane, but she was a force to be reckoned with, nevertheless. And that thou didst, with the quicksword Enilno. That act will most likely have tales sung about it for the next eon. Under his breath he adds, even if Yolo's the only one who sings it. With a look of indignation, Yolo says, "Pardon me, sir, But I'll have thee know that ballads of the Avatar still grace all the finest stricken establishments of Britannia. Excuse my terrible voice acting here. And what a dubious distinction that is. The corners of the mage's mouth come up in a delicate smile. An angry retort dies on Yellow's lips as the elderly mage lifts his hands in a gesture of peace. Please forgive the offense I have given. Thou shouldst know that I have seen almost firsthand the Avatar's bravery in the face of adversity. I have nothing but the highest regard for the destroyer of the Age of Darkness and harbinger of the Age of Enlightenment. Enilno. Now there's a question. I've heard naught of his existence since the Age of Darkness ended. Would that I knew its location. It was reputedly a great item of magic. Didst thou find it so? He cocks his head to one side as he asks the question. Yeah, it was actually. Yes, 'tis quite a pity, or 'tis a pity, to lose such an item of antiquity. Perhaps as time unfolds it will turn up, it won't. These things have a way of surfacing at the strangest times. And Exodus. That being has become a passion of mine lately. He almost glows with excitement. Indeed, 'tis what brought me here, while I was at the Lyceum? Lyceum? I think it's Lyceum, right? I happened upon a passage in a manuscript that described an island of fire. Upon further research, I found that the entity known as Exodus was not truly destroyed. The interface between its two parts in the world was merely severed. Two parts, you say? One part, his psyche, we shall call it, was taken by the gargoyles who live below us, in a realm on the other side of the world. A truly fascinating culture they have, but I digress. You begin to wonder just how long this old man has been out of circulation. He continues. The other, I have here. I call it the Dark Core, because without the psyche, it is mostly lifeless. His face appears to youthen, and you feel as if you're speaking to a child describing his new toy, perhaps pet. I believe 'twas the removal of the psyche from the core that caused this island to sink beneath the waves. Dark Core. I found it to be quite a treasure trove of useful facts. Its sole purpose seems to be the storage of information. Much of the information is trivial, such as the detailed description of the color of the sky on a particular day eons ago, while other bits give instructions for the manipulation of the world. Within it, I even found the knowledge to raise and sustain this island we stand upon. It is truly a remarkable artifact. He thinks for a moment, then looks nervously in your direction. Please do be careful around it. Artifacts seem to have a tendency to, shall we say, disappear around thee. Psyche. Eventually I shall turn my studies to that being. The gargoyles had placed it within a statue, in a shrine they dedicated to their principle of diligence. Gargoyles? Interesting creatures, thou mightst call them Balrons, but they are not the beasts that history has made of them. The larger, winged ones are intelligent and magical by nature, while the smaller, wingless ones appear to be the workforce for the species. He turns his head in your direction with a puzzled expression in his eyes. I have the oddest feeling that thou hast heard all of this before. Earthian falls silent. About the gargoyles before I continue. Unfortunately, you don't get a gargoyle companion in Ultima VII. That's a missed opportunity. They're a pretty cool race. You do get one in Ultima VI though, Baylem, a young gargoyle. And also, the wingless gargoyles in Ultima VI did not speak, but they do speak in this game. Interface. His expression is unreadable. The machine that thou destroyed was Exodus's means of communication with and control of the world. When it was destroyed, his psyche could no longer retain its hold on the Dark Core. I have often wondered if another interface was implemented. Would the psyche return or possibly be regenerated? As his idle musings begin to run toward possibly dangerous conclusions, his mouth audibly snaps shut. He does not want us messing with that. Well, we'll say goodbye for now. Goodbye, and good luck. Thou'lt need it. The old mage snickers under his breath as if enjoying a personal joke, quite possibly at your expense. Well, alright, let's poke through his stuff. The Diary of Earthian, we're going to read this. Entry number 1, excuse me. Perhaps someday I shall have the time and inclination to write on this parchment, but for now, it pleases me not to. Okay, there's nothing in there. Converting moon gates to thine own use. We're going to read this by Earthian. Moon gates come in 4 known varieties. Blue, a gate across a land. Red, a gate connecting worlds. Black, a gate that traverses dimensions. And the theoretical silver, time gate. There's also purple. Well, that's not really purple, but it was purple in Ultima 9. It's one of the things I messed up. Let's just ignore Ultima 9 for now. It's just my first thought of that game came in my head. These gates, to a lesser or greater degree, owe their power to the force exerted by large bodies of matter, moving through the space around us. Therefore, I postulate that if one can know what forces are being exerted, one can manipulate the destination of any given moon gate by changing these forces. The book goes on to describe certain methods of manipulation, and save for the prohibitively large amounts of power required to affect even the weakest of moon gates, the logic seems sound. What else does these books say? Nicodemus is a character in this game, by the way. Not going to read this one, though. The Dragon Compendium, we read that a while ago. Memto Rays, I'm not going to read that. Pathways of Planar Travel. I guess we'll read that later. We can come back to this later. Artifacts of Darkness by Mordra Morgalen. Morgalen, that's the island of the name of the island in Ultima 8 Pagan. Mordra is a character too in this game. Within the pages of this handwritten book, I know that was a spoiler, but not really, are many references to devices of destructive power. Amongst them are Mondane's Skull and Gem of Immortality, Minax's Crystal Ring, and the dark core of Exodus's memories. More recent entries describe the Crown of the Lich King, the Well of Souls, and a mysterious Blackrock sword which apparently has the power to slay even one so powerful as Lord British. A short essay involving a metal plate hung above a door explains what seems to be a far simpler method of dispatching the noble monarch. There's your clue for that plaque we dropped on Lord British a while back. And what's in here? The Dark Core of Exodus by Earthian. Exodus was a mixture of ethereal being and magical mechanism. Its living portion or psyche was comprised of its ambitions, desires, curiosity, in total, its personality. The subject matter of this tome, however, lies upon a part of its more physical manifestation. The core was the receptacle of Exodus's memories and mental force. The psyche was almost like a parasite, feeding off the world around and depositing what it gained within the core. What was Exodus's purpose? Who or what did it serve? This is matter of which I write. Exodus served none other than... The text remains unfinished. Darn it. Well, we're done with that room for now. We'll leave Earthian be, and we'll go prod around into this room. I like these dragon statues. This place is actually kind of homely, not very scary to me. It was scary in Ultima 3 Exodus though. And this must be the floor. I clicked on the wrong thing. This is the Dark Core, as you saw. Let's double click on it and see what happens. That's me. You feel as if your mind is being probed, delicately at first, then with more insistence. Images of long past memories flit before your eyes and old emotions resurface. At one point, the images pause as you remember the words love, soul, moons, and death. That's the one I got wrong. Then a strange sense of deja vu comes over you as the vision comes up to the current time. The images cease and a vast wave of power overwhelms you. All darkness falls, and I pass out. I don't know for how long though. Probably not for very long. It was still afternoon time. If you double click on it again, it says that again. Or as something different, isn't it? Quickly probed, cast aside, leaving you slightly ill, and filled with an irrational sense of foreboding. I think foreboding spelled with a F-O-R-E, not... I think I missed the E. That goes somewhere. We'll worry about that later. Let's double click on this mirror. What's in that? Ah, it's a demonic looking being. Yes, master. How may I serve thee? The wavering visage in the mirror hesitates for a moment. Thou art not my master. He then continues with a small bow, excuse me. Greetings, Britannian. What dost thou wish the great Daemon Arcadian? It's pronounced Daemon, right? Not demon. I guess I'll just say Daemon until someone corrects me. Well, his name is Arcadian, so we have no need to ask that again. And I think he also makes fun of you, in a way. If you choose that. That is how thy people address those of my race. You can't tell from Arcadian's tone of voice whether or not he minds that fact. Job? Arcadian attempts to smile, but failing miserably. He gives you a grimace that could turn a dragon to stone. I'm currently in the service of one mage. Earthian, by name, he states, rather formally. You get the distinct impression that Arcadian would just as soon rip Earthian limb from limb as serve him. What can you tell me about the, old guy? He is my master, ... The daemon's smile contorts into a scarcely hidden scowl of hatred, until other arrangements can be made. Arcadian's toothsome smile appears on his shadowy features. Serve? The large daemon's eyes close as he appears to be restraining the force of horrific emotions. I have served that blind, old fool for over 200 years, Arcadian pauses, regaining his composure. A thought visibly crosses his darkened face. Perhaps thou mightst assist me to free myself of this unwanted bondage. I could prove an invaluable ally. The daemon pauses to let his offer sink in, then, well, mortal, wilt thou help me? No, you're a demon, or a daemon, whatever you are. That seems like a bad idea, so we're gonna say no. Arcadian looks as if he's about to force his way through the mirror, then once again masters his incredible rage. He folds his massive arms across a broad chest and slowly restores his gruesome smile. I can respect thy cowardice in this situation, after all. Earthian is a powerful mage, not the sort that a sheep like thyself should be trifling with. His contemptuous sneer begins to fade as the daemon takes his leave. And off he goes. He's gotta save face somehow, right? Anyways, I'm gonna go into my inventory here real quick. And if you double click on the little gem, it breaks. Usually I think it breaks as you approach the castle, but I guess I misremembered. Going up here, we're not gonna take these gates anywhere just yet. We're gonna talk to these statues. British said he set up a test for truth, love, and courage in this shrine. And I think we can undergo these tests. I will talk to... In fact, I better save first. Right here. Play a little bit longer. I got like 3 minutes left. Shoot, we'll talk to this female statue. An unearthly beautiful voice sighs gently into your consciousness. Greetings, Avatar. I represent the embodiment of love. Of course you do. If thou seek enlightenment, thou must take the test of love. Its path lies through the glowing blue portal to the south. We'll talk to, this guy? This guy statue. A strong, vibrant voice rings out in your mind. Greetings, Seeker. I am the Keeper of Courage. If thou hast the will to seek my reward, thou must enter the portal to the south. Not going to talk to this statue just yet, because if you notice, there's no portal here. So if you talk to him, he sends you off into the next test. I'm going to go back into Earthian's room. There's that sound again. That's a little annoying. I swear to God that was not happening the last time I played this, when I did a review of this game. Before we end the part though, it's going to be almost an hour. Let's talk to the mage. He's got some new stuff to say. Greetings once again, Reuben. How may I assist thee? The blind old man looks unerringly in your direction. Daemon Mirror. Ah, so thou hast met that old windbag. Truly, I feel that I would do better to free myself of that burdensome beast, but he sometimes proves to be useful. If it weren't for his whining, perhaps he and I would get along better. Whining? 'Tis his favorite pastime. He begs, pleads, and threatens me to free him from that stupid mirror. Believe me, if I could, I would have done it long ago. Earthian's lined face shows his chagrin. Free. He wants this special bauble. I once possessed this gem he seeks, and I don't think he'd be very happy once he gets it. I tried to tell him that 'twould only imprison him in a more mobile jail, but alas, his head is made of stone. Jail? Quite. Arcadian seeks to have dominion over Britannia, and believes that the gem will give him the ability to exert his power here. In truth, the ether gem works in the reverse. His power will become accessible to the one who possesses the gem. Oh, why don't you use it then? The gem was pilfered from me by an ill-tempered dragon, She blew her way into this castle, waylaid the golems that protect the Shrine of Principle, then destroyed a perfectly good secret door on her way to the test of courage. And I'd like to see her squeeze through the hole she made. 'Tis hardly big enough for a creature of her bulk. The mage's milky eyes twinkle with suppressed mirth. Golems. Yes, this pair of man-shaped magical constructs used to guard the Shrine of Principle. But alas, one fell prey to falling rocks when the dragon assaulted the castle. The other picked up his, brother, for lack of a better word, and carried him off through the portal to the Test of Love. Test of Love. I not had the chance to inspect that oddity yet. However, thou art welcome to peruse it at thy leisure. He smiles like a grandfather giving a present to a child. Test of Courage. I believe 'twas set in motion by Lord British in order to test. He gestures in your direction. A virtuous hero's fighting ability and courage. The statues in the back of this castle can tell thee more about the tests, though. Earthian grins mysteriously. Shrine of Principle. The shrine lies through the doors at the rear of the main hall. There thou canst find 3 statues, each one dedicated to a principle set forth by Lord British at the beginning of the Age of Enlightenment. Conspiratorially, he adds, a bit stuffy, but they make nice cloak racks. I guess he's not a follower of the Age virtues. Just knowledge. He's kind of like I guess kind of like a mundane in the way, without probably succumbing to it, but he has that arrogance that knowledge tends to bring to someone as powerful as he is, and it's a safe assumption that he's powerful. The disrupted ether doesn't seem to be bothering him in any way, which is pretty cool.